Hello and welcome back to Farming Simulator 25 on Kinlaig, the Highlands Fishing DLC map. So I found this mod on ModHub. It is a Man 19322, and I'm thinking for 85 grand, this is not a bad buy for us because we could load logs onto the back of this. There's no reason we couldn't, and we can also attach a trailer to it, so we do have the option of that. I'm just wondering what we'd be better doing. Because we could be paying £213 a month or just buy it outright. Choices we have. The choices we have. I think we're just going to buy it outright. Should we get side skirts? They cost anything? No. I think we're just going to stick with regular. Bull bar. Don't want to spend money on that. Oh, we can get different styles of roof though. So there are different models on this. So if we start from the first one, you can have a curtain sider. I guess a loader, like to sides, and then you can have a flatbed. We're going to go for the flatbed one. Oh, look at all these fancy tires you can get on it. That's not bad at all. I quite like this. You can change the driving position. Obviously, we're in the UK, so we're going to go right. You can have multiple different stickers on it. I'm assuming this changes. Yeah, I quite like this one, to be fair. I think we'll go with that. We could have strobes. I don't think we really need it. We will have a trailer hitch. We'll keep it red. Does that change anything? No. Does this change anything? Nothing obvious. And then the room color will keep the same. So I think we're just going to buy this outright. It's a lot of money, but we will make our money back from it. We have moved on to September. So if we head to the store and hop into our new vehicle, we could take our Bowser as well. I forgot we brought that in the last episode. Let's just move on time a bit so we get a bit better daylight. We'll go for about there. So hopefully we can attach this up to this Bowser, because that would be brilliant. Can we? Yes, we can. Nice. Right, so the first thing for us to do is to figure out where we need to go first. So, is it this? It is. So we're going to have to come out of here and go left and follow it down. And then cross over the river and head down to here, the quarry, where we're going to be loading it up with water. And our first, I guess, objective is to get that going with stones. Then from there, we can start looking into making bricks, which we can use to help build up the castle, which is also what we're going to be doing with the... Actually, we need to fill this up first. Do you reckon we can do it down at the river? I think we'll be able to do it down at the river. We'll find somewhere. But I'm quite happy with this buy. I do like the little kind of like I think this is a 16-ton in it. That's what they're supposed to be limited to. I do like them. I think they're good little trucks. I think they'd be a lot better if they were more in the base game rather than, having to go for HGVs. Because I do like these. They can be quite useful. Probably not as useful as a HGV, but still close enough or articulated. So if we swing in here, I think we should be able to fill it up with water. There's no reason we couldn't there, to be fair. There's a gate right there. As long as we can fit through it. Or we can just go this side and we don't have to open it yet. So, there's a wall there. Sorry about your bridge. I know it's probably centuries old, but we just ruined it. So if we try and back away. Hopefully this does have quite a lot of horsepower. It's got like 322, I think. Ah, there's a rock there. Let's try and find somewhere without a rock. Can we back down through that bush? It's a shame there's not really anywhere like obviously lower to get down. Or can we fill up here? Is that what this is? Like a fill up point? Is that what this is? Is that what it's supposed to be? I don't know. I honestly do not know. It just says Bailey Bowser. I don't think we can fill up there. Oh well, we tried. So now we're going to have to try and back down to... Oh, we're going to have to take that signpost out. Sorry about that, cancel. My bad. We're going to try and back down to this river somewhere just around here, I think. Probably be one of the better locations. I mean, I feel like we could go under that tree, but I don't really think I'll be able to see what I'm doing enough to be able to actually do it. It's a shame these mirrors don't work very well. But if we just hammer it over any rocks, yes. That was fast. That's brilliant. Now we have the issue of getting back out. What are we stuck on? I think it might just be an actual power thing. I just don't think we're going to be able to pull it up here. I think that is what it is. It just can't pull it out. So if we just do a bit of persuasion, like so. There we go. Beautiful. See, nothing to see there, folks, at all. So now we have our beautiful... This is quite good, really. I'm quite happy with this. I'm happy with my buy. So head down here. And then somewhere just down here we should find the quarry. And all we need for that is water. So this should be quite a good one, really. We don't really have to do much in terms of anything else. So if we just pull in here like so, come across to about there. I mean, we're a little bit off by about a mile, but you know, we tried. We're gonna have to lease. We're gonna have to lease. We're gonna have to lease this. Yes, that's fine. We want to activate that. And then we want to come a little bit further forwards and empty. Oh, there we go. So this can hold up to 5,000 litres, so we will just leave the Bowser there. That should just unload as it goes now. And then if we head back to the farm, we can go around and collect these bales up. Get them back to the yard. We'll have to make sure that the sheep have food as well. And then after that, we're going to go and cut a few trees down, and we're going to probably load them onto the back of this. We do have the ability to, I guess, have a trailer on this as well if we really wanted to. Like, we could try and find a logging trailer to put on the back of it. But I think for the time being, we'll be fine with what we've got. We'll just have to be sort of cautious. There's a hedge. Sort of cautious with how we're stacking it. I think that'll be the most important thing for us. I do like this, though. This is a very nice truck. Hopefully, it works as well as it looks. Because I've not tried it yet, so we are just purely going on guesswork. But you have to try these things. So, you know, it might be terrible. It might be brilliant. I'm hoping brilliant, because it does have like 300 odd horsepower, doesn't it? 322. So, oh, hello. Sorry, mate. So hopefully it should have the power to do what we need it to do. The next worry is, can we use the JCB to load these bales up without killing the JCB? So I am not going to bale that. That is not getting baled. That is just going to be cultivated. So I'm probably going to stick the tractor on the cultivator, the Massey Ferguson on the cultivator, cultivate that field on a worker while we cut down a few trees. I will do farm work in between doing this. I'm not going to just solely focus on collecting bales and baling and doing little things like that. We will do a bit of everything. Rear weight would be good. So if we head over to our right here. Oh, there's a wall. There should be one just behind this trailer. Yes. And look, there's our first tree we cut down at the end of last episode. So hopefully we'll do quite well from this. So back up. up to that. Yes. Our temporary telehandler. I guess it's a JCB. There is a John Deere one in the sale, but I think it was 90 grand, so I don't think that's something we're going to be affording today. I think we are going to just do one bale at a time. Let's not go too overboard here. If it can't do it, I'll have to do it by hand. But, I think I've got faith. Yeah, look, it's easy. Easy. The next thing is, how many can I fit on here together? I should be able to get 2 back to back. We should be all right. So the next thing is, do I drive around the field or just kind of dump it? I think what we're going to do is we're going to dump this in the middle of these 5, like near this one here, and then we're just going to drive down to that one in the JCB first. So we're going to leave it about here. Hopefully this can take them all. I could get a trailer for it. We do have the option. I do have a mod for that. Is it under low loaders? Yeah, this Bailey one here. I could buy that. We'll have to see what's more worth it. I did also say I was going to get a contractor to do some cultivating. So let's hop on this one. Yes. This is quite good for just picking up bales and things. I think I will keep it just for this purpose. Probably not really worth it, but I think it's cheaper to keep this than it is to buy a telehandler. So, and we don't really need a telehandler at the moment. Whether we do in the future or not, a different matter. But as of current, we're doing all right. Grab that one, and then them 2. So should we try this first person, see how well this goes? Yeah, look at that. So I don't hate this tractor. I also think it was just the pulling it uphill. The Massey definitely did struggle, but it did better than this did. So there's a bonus to having a better tractor. Who would have thought? But yeah, I don't think this is going to be replaced just yet. I would like to have another tractor with, I guess, more similar to the Massey Ferguson. Like 200 or more horsepower kind of range, because then we can start looking at getting better machinery, like in terms of cultivators, mowers. I believe we're facing an issue. So we probably should strap these up, to be fair. I'll strap that one up, definitely. And then this one can go on top, and then those 2 can go. Actually, no, I can get 3 on that side, can't I? So I'll put these 3 on this side. Yeah, and then we'll cut a few trees down, set the cultivator off. Still got to do the grass field as well. I've got to remember that. I might save that till last. Please stay on. Let's just do a little bit of the old manipulation. Get it strapped down. Didn't want to hop in that. There we go. That's what we wanted. So yeah, I think I might save doing that field till last and cut a few trees down in the meantime. I think that'll be a better. Maybe it'll be a better shout. Mix it up a little bit rather than just doing the same thing. I could sell all of these, to be fair, but I just don't think it's really worth it while they're at their worst in price. Maybe I'll just keep them. They might be a little bit more worthwhile in the future if we ever get cows back again doing TMR and all that. We'll have to see. I don't think it's really worth keeping them, to be fair. I think that's probably just a bad idea. Might as well just sell them later on when straw at its best price. Straw. January 150. Yeah, I think we'll just wait till January, and if we remember them, we'll sell them. If not, we'll keep them for another year and then sell them later on. Yeah, this should work. There we go, and then we'll take the JCB back to the yard. I'll probably just put it with the mowers for the time being. We are going to need it in the grass field later anyway, so might as well keep it close. I'll unload them by hand. I think that might be a bit easier. Yeah, if we leave the JCB there, hop back into this, and we can head around, get these dumped in the yard somewhere. Not really sure where I'm going to put them. I might put them in the silage bunkers. I mean, I'm not using them, so I might as well use them for something there. So if we park up about here, unstrap. I think we have lost one. I swear there was 2 on top. Or am I just mad? I might just be mad. I have a feeling we have lost one, though. Not too sure where that's gone. But, oh well. Not sure if you can find it on the map or not. So we had 6 on the bottom. I swear we had 2 on the top. So there should be 8 in total. So there's 2, 4, 6, 7 next to me. Yeah, that should be 8. Maybe it went flying off into the forest. Come on, just roll down there. There you go. Maybe. Can't see it. What the hell happened there then? Did it fall off on the way in? Is it in the field still or something? I have no idea what happened to that. There should be 8. So where is my 8th bale? Interesting. Oh well. Let's hope that doesn't happen with the trees. It might be quite difficult to load them up as well, to be fair. I'm not really sure how big we should be going. But if we cut down the middle there, this can be a measurement, I guess. This might be a bit long, but I'm not too fussed about it being long as it fits. Well, I say that. As long as it fits. It's miles too long. Yeah, I think we have to cut this one in half. I don't really want to do that because I'm pretty sure it lowers the... I don't think it matters because surely it's the same amount of wood in it. Maybe minus a little bit to what we initially would have had, but it shouldn't be majorly different in terms of just taking it to a sawmill, should it? Is it? I don't know. It would be nice to have another big one to have on the bottom here, though, because that is probably quite heavy now. So if we cut this one down to about here, I think I've got the mod for measuring. Do I not? Yeah, I do. So I could use that. Well, there you go. There's 3 on the bottom. We'll stick a couple of straps over them, stop them going flying all over the shop. I think we'll have to cut this one in half. We'll just lob this on. It probably will fit in the middle there, to be fair. Yeah. Unless it just decided to fall through the truck. No, it didn't. That's good. So let's go for about halfway, which is about here. Should we see how does 5.5 fit on it perfectly, or should I maybe go for like 6 or 7? Ooh. I could probably get a fair bit more, to be fair. Maybe about 6 meters. Yeah, about 6.4 on this one. So maybe about 6.4 meters. I don't think that's exactly classed as a full load yet, though. So we probably can cut down another tree, to be fair. It's just a matter of choice. I think if this is another spruce, I would happily do this one. It's a pine. We're going to do it anyway. We're going to fell it that way. Poor little chainsaw, eh? And timber. Hopefully it doesn't hit the lorry. I may have also... Oh no, they just come off. They don't, not even branches. All right, cool. This is very thick. And if that one was 3.5 tons, this one's pushing 9. So yeah, this might be quite heavy in the grand scheme of things. So we want to go for about 6.5-ish. Like so. This might not go too well for our poor lorry. We'll have to see how this does. And I've forgotten again to put the Massey Ferguson on the cultivator. So let's do that now. So we've now got 2 fields we can cultivate, to be fair. I might do a little bit of cultivating near to the end, but I don't think I'm going to do too much, if I even do. Hopefully this can just take it without front weight. It looks like it can. It's quite small in the compared to the Massey as well. That's definitely something else I could do with upgrading. Let's stop about here. Hire a worker. 4 headlands? Jesus. All right. On your trot, sunshine. I'm going to hop back to this. And we're going to back up to this tree, I think. And then we'll get this tree loaded. And then I think we're going to have to go to the sawmill. I don't think we're going to really get more than 2 trees on here at once, especially with logs like this. Because that is huge. Might even be a bit long. Oh, quick, catch it. Yeah, that is massive. So let's do another 6.5-ish. About there. Should we see how much this one weighs on its own? 2.5 tons. Jesus. So yeah, this might be quite the operation. Please stay on there. They are jiggling now. That's fixed it. Yeah. I think we'll try and get the rest of this tree on, but I think that'll have to do for it, to be fair. 4, 5, 6. Ooh. And then this one, I think, this last one on the left, I think there's no point trying to cut it up. Although, I guess we could get about 5.1 each out of it. So yeah, we'll just cut this up as well. We'll definitely put this big one on first. Not this one. This one. Yes. And it's still got a branch in it as well. Even better. Hopefully they don't jig about too. This might be a bit much for this lorry, to be fair. I know I've not cut all the branches off. It's annoying me as well. Don't worry. Even this on its own, that's 300 kilos. Jesus. Let's hop in the lorry. Strap it all up. And see how far we go before, well, we get stuck, I guess. It doesn't look too heavy on it, to be fair. It looks like a very full load, I'll give it that, but it doesn't look like it's, smacked into the ground. The next thing we need to do is figure out where the sawmill is. There it is. So we're going to have to come out, down, and around, I think. So we'd be better off going all the way through the farm down here, down, all the way down, blah, 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 45 sawmill. Easy. Let's do that. I'll time lapse this little drive, maybe. Although I might time lapse. I might see, because if it doesn't look very good in first person, I won't. If it does look all right, I will. But yeah, we'll go for a little time lapse, and I'll see you at the sawmill. There it is, just on our left, the sawmill. I've realised the brake pedal's probably not as strong as I'd like it to be. So, if we leave the lorry here, where do we put everything? So this is, I'm guessing, where pallets will spawn in. And then this is where we can dump wood. All right. I feel like we're spending a lot of money, but I think it is worth it. So if we do planks, long, wood beams, we're not going to bother with walls, although they do make quite good money, to be fair. And then what we want to do is find the castle, head up here and see. So yeah, it does want wood. This is what we're going to be building with some of our products. As you can see, it's a little bit ruined at the moment. Could do with a little bit of love. So we're going to make some stones. We're going to make some wood. And we're going to try and put it back together. Where's our farm? Is it down there? So we're down there at the sawmill. So yeah, our farm is just behind those trees. Who knows? They might all be gone soon. You might be able to see it from here. And then the other thing we want to build up is the windmill, which is on field 60, just here. So what does this one want from us? Completion. Hello? Do I have to buy it? I think you have to buy it to actually be able to... I think. I don't know. Plot ownership required. Ah. So I guess you'd have to buy fields. 500 grand. Holy moly. Okay then. That's definitely something. I think trees and the stone will do as well. I think this is definitely a good investment to go down. So let's see, how much are we going to have after this? If we press R, 22,400 nearly litres of wood. And how much can it take? That's another question worth asking. 140,000. So yeah, I don't think we're ever going to get there in terms of what we're doing now. But we could do another load or two. Just fill it up well. Hoping that we don't run out anytime too soon. Probably should make sure the quarry's doing all right as well when we get back to the yard. But I will see you back there, where we will probably cut down another 2 or 3 trees. Poorly load them up onto the back of this. I think if we focus on the pine trees, I think that's probably our best bet. Like if we just try and get as many pine trees as we can, because they seem a little bit thicker down at the bottom, which might be beneficial for loading, because we can kind of just... Although then again, if we did 2 pine trees, we'd probably have to do 2 loads if we didn't have a trailer, because they are quite thick at the bottom, some of them. We'll have to see. I think we could do 2. Maybe it's a matter of just sort of braving it for the time being with 2 on this, and then eventually we can get a trailer or maybe an articulated vehicle rather than this rigid. And come on, mate, put your foot down. And then maybe we can focus on doing a few more. Oh, we can turn down here, can't we? Yes, we can. There's a lamppost or electric post there. There's our worker cracking on well. So if we head back over to the other side of the farm, should probably make sure we give the sheep some food actually. So I think if we just drive round it and we try and do a few of the ones back here. So if we leave that there, we hop back in this, we're going to give the sheep some of these small bales that you get when you start off. Are they still maxed out on food? Sorry, I had to click my neck. Sorry if you heard that. They are. Huh. So this says it's got 600 litres in it. But then this one says it's got 2,063. What the hell? Okay. Well, they've got food. That's what matters. So let's hop back into. There he is, cracking along. Look. We'll hop back into the lorry. And we'll choose a few more trees. I feel like we should just work from the outside in. This is a little bit of a smaller pine, but you know, I think we're only going to be able to do 2 at a time. I think that is something we're going to have to think about. I don't think the lorry's going to take much more than that. That should do for that tree. And then we'll do this. Oh, no. Do this tree. Oh, we're going to jump over it apparently as well. I have to stand up for this last bit. There we go. So there's 2 more trees. These ones are a little bit smaller, so we might get a little bit better in terms of being able to load them. But if we go for about 6.5 meters again. Whereabouts is 6.5? About there. And then we do the same for this tree. So find about 6.5. About there. Because then this way we can load up the bigger bits first. I don't think I'm going to bother cutting this in half, really. Is it worth it? I can get like, what, 5.2? Yeah, I'll cut it in half, why not? So yeah, if I turn that around and back it down here, we might have to cut another 2, maybe another tree down. That one looks dead. But that one just behind the one we did just cut, we could cut that down. We might be able to get 3 or 4 on if we do in the smaller trees. It's just the big trees, you can't get much of it at all. They're a bit too big for this. I mean, a bit too big for anything, really. If we had a sawmill here, it wouldn't be too bad, but we don't. So that's a later in life problem, really. Yeah, we should be able to get a fair chunk on, to be fair, if we're cutting trees down that are this sort of size. Obviously, you know, they're both different sized trees, so yeah. Let's try cut this one, or should we do this one? That looks quite chunky, though. This might be a bad idea. I am assuming we own this land, by the way. I've not actually checked, and I know with the lumberjack mod, you can just cut down any old tree. But I'm going to assume we do. Are we on land we own? Yeah, we're on land we own. So let's get all these branches cut off this tree. Might have to go up and down it. Yeah, we're going to have to go back this way. Get these ones, get that one down there. There we go. And then if we do a bit of measuring, About there. So yeah, maybe these 3 trees will fill it up, especially after this one. I don't want to be going for stupidly big trees and just trying to cram it and then wondering why I keep flipping over. I'd rather just kind of fill it to where it looks right and then kind of go with that. 6.5. We'll cut the 10 in half and just have 2 5s again. To be fair, loading this tree up alone might be it for it, to be fair. Because it's going to be quite big. Like, look at the size of this. That's huge. I mean, I'm not complaining. It should get some pretty good statistics down at the sawmill. It's just massive. Yeah. Very massive. So if we take this one, and it's still got branches on it as well, would you believe it? I'm not sure if the branches are really worth keeping on. I don't really think so. If I can take them off, I will. Oh no, we've had a bit of a boo-boo. Okay. Will it fit in there nicely? Sort of. Sort of right. Kind of, nearly, maybe. Looks a bit dodgy. It'll probably be fine. Oh no, don't fall off. Yeah, this might be a bit of a dodgy load. I think it'll probably be fine. Yeah, these last few bits are smaller, so hopefully we can get it all on. We've got plenty of space on this side, to be fair, so it'll probably be fine. Probably being the key word in that sentence. And then we just lift this up around to there. Beautiful. And then we'll get these two and then those smaller bits just behind me. I don't really want to spend, like, I guess, all my time doing trees, but I think we will spend a significant amount due to financial gain. Didn't work. It's a bit of a smaller one, so I'm going to have to do that. Hopefully I didn't lose any. No, I didn't. That's a good thing. Is there any down here? Yeah, there's one here. Got to remember that. All the wood we can get, please. So I think just 2 loads will do us for a while. Might get us up to maybe nearly 40,000. Probably not. Maybe it will, to be fair. I don't know. There's a fair bit of wood in here. I know that much. Dump it over the top, like so. And then onto the final one. If I can lift it up, there we go. Do you reckon it will stay if I do that? The answer to that question is no. Did that stay on? Yes, it did. Let's get it all strapped up, and I will see you at the sawmill, where we can see how much we've gotten from this load. And then I think after that, I'm going to go check on the stones. Then I'm going to come back here and see about finding another job to do. I think, due to the length of what this video is, because I've been talking for most of it, I don't really like time-lapsing trees, and I kind of want to do them a little bit for the camera. Like, so it's a bit of an iffy one. I'll have to see. I don't think I'll ever time-lapse them, though. But I'll see you down at the sawmill, where we can see how much we get from this load. I do have to say as well, I like this kind of like little village you got here. What's it called? Spruce Bridge. This is a very nice little place. I think, is that like a bakery or a shop? I couldn't see us going past too fast. There we go. So yeah, I'll see you at the sawmill. So we are nearly there. I'll tell you something else I would like to see in this game. Is the ability to like actually flail hedges, I guess. Like, I know it would probably be quite complicated to set up and it would probably be a bit funky to do. But I think it'd be quite a cool like aspect, especially with seasons, because then during the winter you've got more like actual winter jobs to go and like get your hedges flailed. Maybe have it as like an option. Maybe that could be a mod or something, but then it probably wouldn't work very maps. It'd be better in the base game, but it'd be cool. It'd definitely be cool. So we've got 21,500. Now we've got 40,900. We're not doing too shabby on that. So if before we head back, let's just check the quarry. We will head down to it. I can't imagine it's not done anything yet. And it is unloading the Bowser. The Bowser has got 12,000, nearly 13,000 litres left in it, so that's going to do well. We just have to keep an eye on that, make sure it doesn't run out too soon. So if we head back to the farm, so this will make us a lot of money doing this. It's just going to be kind of in the background more than it will be direct. But we'll come back to that probably next episode if we move on to October. But let's get back to the yard now, and we will move on to probably moving the grass bales. So here we are back at the yard. We're going to head straight up into the grass field in this, ready to get the bales loaded. I think I might do these ones by hand, to be fair. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm thinking I'll probably get rid of a lot of these trees that are here. I mean, I'll probably end up replanting any trees I cut down because they're worth the money. But, maybe not. We'll have to see. Let's try not lose any bales this time. I think we've already lost one, so they are quite heavy. But hey ho, we'll go get these three. I need to remember there's a straw bale here as well. Yeah. I'm not really sure if you should be double stacking these on this. I feel like it probably looks a bit dodgy, like, this little lorry with like bale stacked to high heaven on it, but we did definitely get a lot more grass bales than I thought we would. I didn't really expect us to get as many as we did. But hey ho, it'll keep the sheep fed for all of eternity. Can't complain too much of that one, can we? The grass is starting to grow a bit though, which is good. I'm going to put the straw bale on top, I think. Might have to do it like this because I don't know if we're going to actually have enough room for all the bales we've got. Like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As far as I can see from here, there might be 9. I can see 9 more bales. Where are we going to put them all? I can maybe get another 4, 5, maybe 6 on here. 7. Oh, we're going to have a very full load. We're going to have a very full load. I'm not sure how appreciated of this lorry will be. But we're going to get them all on here, and it's going to look insane. But, you got to do what you got to do, ain't you? So if we do these 3 and then them 2, and then do that one, then that one, that should be a nice little spin around, really. So, can I get any more in the back, or do you think they're just going to roll straight off? I can. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a load and a half. I can't believe how much grass. I do forget how much you actually get from grass. Like we have 60,000 litres of it already. Maybe I should have baled that field. Jesus. Surprised this is still moving, to be fair. Maybe it's modded to be able to withstand a bit more than it maybe should. It's not even like it's on the ground either, to be fair. Where is that bale? There it is. So we've got to get 2 more on here. Oh my, what a load. This will make quite a thumbnail. Yeah, I didn't really expect to have this many, to be fair. I thought maybe I'd have like 5 or 6 grass bales. I think I might have a little bit more than that because we're going to probably be pushing 100,000 litres by the time I put this one on. So we'll stick that one in there. And little screenshot in there for the thumbnail. Yeah, you know what? I've changed my mind. The front does look quite low down now. But it's still moving all right. You wouldn't really know, to be fair. Over 100,000 litres of grass and straw. Well. Well, indeed. I do feel like I'm being a bit of an idiot because I'm spending more than I'm making, but I think with the wood and the stone, we're definitely going to make that money back relatively quickly. So I'm not too concerned. Probably should be, but I'm not. I think we'll be fine. And because we don't have a combine anymore, I can utilize the space in here. Of course, realistically, you wouldn't actually be able to put them in here without a telehandler, but hopefully by the time we need them, we should have one. I think we'll be all right for a while because we should be able to get at least 2 of those with the thingy. I know I'm doing them by hand, but I'm not always going to do it by hand. I might do a bit of it. It just depends, doesn't it? I might do a bit of both here and there because I did put the telehandler down at the store. So if we are buying like bags and things, might use it then. If I had a if I had a telehandler here, I'd probably use it as well. But these are solely going to just be sheep food, I think. Maybe next time we cut, we'll do some silage bales. And if we ever get cows again, or we might just sell them. We do have a lot more than I thought we were going to get, though. Jesus, we've still got 4. Am I going to fit them all in there? Yeah, we'll fit them all in there. It's definitely going to be very good when we do get more sheep, if we ever build a bigger enclosure, which probably wouldn't be a bad shout, to be fair. You can make quite a lot of money off of cloves and things. Maybe that's what we'll replace what was the cow field with. Maybe we won't. I don't really know. I could also cut that, to be fair, or I could just cultivate it. I think I'll leave it till next year. But if I'm cutting that as well, we're going to have a lot of silage. Because that is insane. Although I don't have anything to fertilize that with. So we probably won't get as good as a cut off of it. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers. That's our beautiful stack there. And our beautiful load of silage or grass there. Which will keep our sheep happy. Are we full on sheep? Or do we have the ability to get more? I don't know. We're going to have a look. I'm not sure if this counts as a directory. It must do, right? Maybe we'll give it a try. No, we can have more. Okay. But, although I say that, I don't have the Massey Ferguson because it's currently cultivating in there. God, it would be nice to have a second tractor. So, like I said, I think we're going to keep lorries and things around here. I think that probably makes the most sense. If we... Is this like a diesel tanker then? Like, I'm assuming that's what it's supposed to be. But does it actually work as one? No. No. It would be nice to have a diesel tanker on the farm. I don't know if we do have one. We might do. There might be one I've just not seen it. Not really too sure. We'll leave the man there though. We'll take the JCB background, do a bit of tidying up, and then I think I'll finish off the field that's being cultivated now, and then we'll cultivate the next one next episode. We've got to cultivate the third one, and then we've got to choose what we're going to plant in them all. We really need a bigger tractor than this. This is good, but it's just not it. and I've got no reverse gear. Why have I got no reverse gear? Was it because of that? Really? Was it just because I had that up? Jesus, man. So, how's this doing in terms of things? Not too badly. I really could do with another tractor. I don't like that JCB for this. I mean, it's probably fine, but I just don't feel like it's got the oomph it needs. These aren't bad buys. These are supposed to be sprayers, I think. Yeah, you get like a tank on the back or arm on the back and then a tank on the front. I do like that with them. Let's see if I can find it. I think they're under small tractors, aren't they? Yeah, these ones here. Is that a bigger one as well? Wow. So yeah, you can get like sprayers for it and a front loader. I do like this in terms of like a cheap sprayer. I have to say it is very good. I would usually just buy this one. You don't really need the horsepower for it. Because at the end of the day, all it's doing is spraying. And it's not like it carries much. So it's not ridiculous. But I would like a bigger tractor. I want something with at least 200 horsepower as well. Don't want another Massey. That might do us. Upgrade it to the newer version. Rather than just completely give up on like the whole fast track thing. Just upgrade it to a newer one. How much would that cost us, I wonder? $187,000. That's without a front loader and everything else, which we'd probably have to upgrade. Yeah. $187,000. And then we'll upgrade to the new fast track. But I do still want a third tractor. I could buy John Deere. I don't really use John Deere's very much, but I could buy one. So what is the cheapest one I could get of about 200 horsepower? Then. That's not bad, to be fair. 83,000. And if I take this off, 82.5. That wouldn't be too bad, but I don't really. I'd rather, something a bit different. That wouldn't be too bad. I don't know if you can get can you get a 3-point on the back? Can you? Back 3-point? Yeah. So it does have a PTO thing as well. So maybe we could get one of them as well. Who knows? Many choices. I do like this Landini, to be fair. There's too many options. There's too many options. Right, we're going to take you off a worker. I'm going to finish this field, and then we'll say goodbye. And next time, we will be looking at cultivating the next 2 fields, getting something planted in here. I just want a bigger tractor. I wonder if I could get the JCB to do this next time. If I could send the JCB off into them 2 fields with this, and then if I used a seeder on this. That might work. But yeah, to finish today off, we'll get this field finished in terms of cultivating. The next episode, we've got a great many things to do. So that should be fun. And we've also got to buy all of the soil types for these fields, so we see what's better. That's a point, actually. I could do that now. Precision farming. So that's 98%. That's not very good. That's 91%. These need fertilizer and everything. These are terrible. That's not bad. That's the grass field. No, it's not. This is the grass field. But yeah, we also need a sprayer as well. Jesus. We need so many things. Well, not a sprayer, just a fertilizer spreader. I think there's going to be a lot of renting for the time being until we've made enough money to actually buy it all ourselves. Although I could just kind of do it without, but I don't really want to. I'd rather rent it. I know it's money down the drain, but I'd rather rent it and do it that way. But we'll come to that at a later time. Anyway, in the meantime, let's get this field finished in terms of cultivating, and then we will say goodbye. So, one more time lapse. Let's do it. So here we are on the last little bit of the field. And oh, we just missed that bit. Oh, for goodness sake. There we go. That will be us done. So next time we will be sticking this on the JCB and hoping it can do the other two fields while we get this on seeder and do some seeding. Admittedly, in between that, we might stop a little while to go and do some more cutting down of trees and things like that. And we'll see where that takes us, really, with that. We could definitely do a jet wash, to be fair. That would not be a bad shout. The time did change over, so there might be something new in the shop. Don't really look like it, to be fair. I wouldn't mind one of these. There was another one in here, but I think it's gone now. Yeah. So, what we want to do is buy ourselves a jet wash, and we can keep our vehicles a bit cleaner. And they are in tools. There's quite a good one I have as a mod, the steel one. It's cheaper, and you can reach further with it. It's kind of a no-brainer, really. I think we're going to put it about there. And then when if we ever decide to get the workshop one, this one here, for 10 grand, that can kind of go next to it there. But we'll quickly grab this. You can move them about, which I do also like. I think that was a very good addition, to have the ability to sort of move them around a bit. So look, we can go miles with it now. We can go all the way further down to like there. So yeah, it's definitely a lot better having that sort of reach on it. Keep the cultivator nice and clean. Get all the dirt off it. Looking good. Looking good. On the AS, I do like that tractor. It is very nice. Our little AS 205. So yeah, next time we'll be looking at cultivating this field, and then planting something in all three of these. Quarry is doing okay. The sawmill, should we see if there's anything spawned yet? Probably not. No. Should we see the same for the quarry? Anything here? Probably not. Oh, there is. We have one pallet. So we will have to get ourselves the lorry down here at some point. And I think from there, you take them to the stonemason, where they're made into roof shingles and castle stones. And then you can sell these to the castle. So once we have a few pallets, we will also be heading down here. I don't think I'm just going to go straight there, though. I think I will try and make a few first. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, please remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.